death card with me. I might leave it at the ranch. And I have some ash from the different alchemy drawings that I've done over the last week, and so I'm going to deposit that as a command for the death of these satanic ritual locations. And then I also am going to go to the Masonic Lodge in Santa Fe when I get back and leave these. I did a little arts and crafts project for the Masons. Check this out. Masons are Satanists. Satanic rituals no longer welcome on earth. Come into the light of the one true source. And then on the back it says Judgment Day is here. So I'm gonna leave those and let them know their time has fucking come. Fuck you, motherfuckers. So I'm just getting fearless. I'm gonna drive down there. It's private property, so I know like I won't be able to like go onto the property. Not that I really want to, but it'll be good to go down there and connect with it and command its death and to command the revelation of all secrets, the reveal of everything that has been hidden related to these properties. 19 minutes till Zorro Ranch. It's kind of interesting out here. I'm now just like in the pure desert. I have exited civilization. There were some suburb types of housing additions, maybe like 5 miles behind me, but now it's just like just the desert out here. And the ranch is near Stanley, New Mexico, kind of southwest of Santa Fe. And over the last couple of months, my system has been engaging this larger satanic cult alchemy project, seeing through all of the different layers of cult practice, mechanics, consciousness manipulation, dark magic, etc. And through that journey, I've been staying at different Airbnbs in Santa Fe on this vision quest, and I just ended up moving to one that was more in the southwest location, so I've been getting closer and closer to Zorro Ranch over the last couple of months, and now I just decided I need to drive down here. I need to drive down here and use this opportunity to also feel more about what's going on there. I've already felt a lot about what has happened there and what I've seen a lot. I've like used my psychic sight to see a lot already, but there's more. And I just got chills. And getting really close to the location is helpful for seeing more. Like you can see a lot through remote viewing, but the fact that I'm near the location also just makes it easy to drive down here and do a little scope out, a little field detective work, little field shamanic detective work related to the Epstein files, related to the truth of what's going on at these locations, and commanding their death. I think there are some old burial mounds here south of Santa Fe as well. I'm getting this sense there's like, I think there might be kind of like a serpent design, kind of like the Ohio serpent, if anyone's familiar with that mound formation that's been found there. Like I'm seeing and like sensing like some interesting similarities in like some of the like softer hill formations down here. So that's interesting. One of the mound formations I just passed had this like big rock wall on the top of it. Like you could see all of these rocks that were placed at the very top, just like along the ridge, and had been moved into a type of like wall formation similar to what you see like in South America with some of the big rock walls that were created by the giant race. Like basically what I just saw looks really similar to some of the other megalithic formations. I'm getting chills again, like pre-Puebloan, like pre-ancestral Puebloan. Like those are not Puebloan or Pueblo culture structures. Yeah, those are like ancient Anunnaki structures. Yeah, I'm getting huge chills. They're like this part of New Mexico, like Santa Fe and north, is ancient Anunnaki territory. This is one of their territories, which is why Epstein was interested in this area, which is why they would want to create one of their ritualistic centers in this part of the United States. So while New Mexico is known for its Pueblo culture and indigenous, First Nation cultures, also there's even more ancient imprinting out here that can be felt and seen. And particularly, so like this particular area here, southwest of Santa Fe, and then like north of Abiquiu, kind of near Chama, like that northern part of New Mexico is like big ancient Anunnaki territory. There it is over there, that Zorro Ranch on a hill. It has this little like farmhouse at like the entrance that kind of makes it seem unassuming, but then the big house is on the hill over there. Of the Santa Fe Institute. I just went to the Cohen campus, flipped off their cameras, and deposited a bunch of ash on their property to command the death of the Epstein Nazi consciousness control agendas. And as I'm headed over to the Miller campus, I have my crosses. We're doing like an old school exorcism. Old school style. I'm gonna walk up to their property and I'm gonna flash my crosses, say, demons, get out. Out with you. Demons off the planet, out of our minds. Demons no longer have dominion here. Only the true Christ light of source has dominion here. I also have a bat nut with me. A bat nut is supportive for warding off evil, and bats also carry the skill and intelligence of like sonar detection, tracking. They have very like high like energetic field tracking abilities. So we're calling in the bat frequency too to help us with this Santa Fe.
Go past Palo Duro and turn left onto Eddy Road.
Oh, we're almost there. Almost there. Time to exorcism up. Okay, I'm here at Miller campus Santa Fe Institute. We've got our crosses, one from Westminster Abbey, one from Buckfast Abbey in England. And we are saying, death to you demons, out with you. Death to your demonic activities, your demonic Nazi agenda, consciousness control activities. May all souls who have been affected by their negative consciousness control programs be returned to the light. May all souls be able to see through the negative consciousness control agenda patterns of the Nazis. May the Nazi agendas cease to have power on this planet. May the Nazi agendas of the Santa Fe Institute that are hidden as just simple research be completely demolished. And may all souls, minds, hearts, energy fields go free on this planet. Death to you nasty demons. Death to your agendas. Let's just go on their property. Let's just see what we got going on here. Oh, is this property under surveillance? Oh, okay. Cool. Well, yeah, you're under surveillance now. You're under surveillance, motherfuckers. You're fucking under surveillance. You're fucking under surveillance, motherfuckers. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the bat pod, the bat net, in the water outside this facility. And we're going to ask that the water amplify our ability to see through their lies and to track their research. What does this say? 13, the facts in logical space are the world. Okay. Death to you, demons. Death to you, motherfuckers. Death to you, motherfuckers. All demonic, satanic consciousness control programs cease to have power on this planet. The Christ light has dominion on this planet. The Christ light has dominion on this property. Let's walk down to their water. I'm going to take a pine cone too, because that's going to help us track. We're going to use the pineal gate connection to track their fucking agendas, to track all of their intentions. Here's the bat nut. So we're going to give it to the water and say thank you to the water for supporting our ability to see through and to track all of their agendas and all of their surveillance of humanity. Oh, this must be one of their wildlife cameras. Let's flip it off. I just flipped it off. Oh, these motherfuckers. Oh, death to Epstein and his cronies and all who have sought to subjugate humanity. You demons are now subjugated by the light. We're now doing some forest bathing in the eastern mountain range, the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, reclaiming the Sangre de Cristo Mountains from the Nazi agenda of Epstein and the Santa Fe Institute. Saying that these pristine lands are to be returned to source, are to be returned to the children of light. All Nazi infiltration in New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona is now null and void. Their power to affect the consciousness of the masses ceases to exist. Their dark magic attempts, their invocation of the number 13 is null and void. The number 13 is returned to the goddess, returned to source, returned to the light, representative of the goddess's 13 cycles. Representative of the 13 cycles of the moon, returning the moon to the light, returning the moon to the dominion of source to reflect pure source light back to the planet. All complexity and pattern research done by the Santa Fe Institute to understand the patterns of human consciousness and to predict them and to manipulate them has no power on this planet anymore. We ask the power of the pine trees to return our pineal glands, our pineal gate, our third eye, to source seeing, to the ability to see truth clearly without interference, giving us the ability to see satanic inversion and satanic manipulation protocols clearly without fear, giving us the power to see that and the power to command the dissolution of those agendas. Knowing that we are inherently more powerful than all that they have to hide in the shadows. As we stand here in the light, their shadow programs dissolve in the light of the one true source. We're now driving back to Zorro Ranch. Field trip part 2. On our first visit, I delivered the Ace of Spades.
Turn right onto New Mexico 41 South.
I delivered the Ace of Spades death card as a death sentence for the Nazi agenda for Epstein and his cronies who've been using that location in conjunction with Los Alamos for their energy harvesting activities, their genetic manipulation activities, their baby farming activities. It's clear from the Epstein files that Epstein intended to impregnate many women at Zorro Ranch, many at a time. It's clear that he engaged in menstrual blood harvesting activities at Zorro Ranch and likely his island. The purpose of that is for their longevity protocols, harnessing the hormones and life force energy of women and the stem cells found in menstrual blood to support biological longevity. Menstrual blood is also in white magic can be used in ceremonial activities for the support of commanding on the creation, to command negative energy and negative patterns to cease. It can also be used in dark magic ways, and Epstein and his associates have been doing that. It is a horrendous violation to the entire universe. It is my understanding that both in addition to Los Alamos and also other locations on the planet where the Billionaire Club has been keeping actual captives for their perverted and satanic abuse rituals, that at Zorro Ranch there also may still be captives. There are still captives. So today I'm driving back, and since I made my first visit with the death card, there was a women's march group that organized at Zorro Ranch, and they built a victim memorial. So I'm going to leave some mala beads at the victim memorial, some mala beads from the Hanuman temple in Taos, Hanuman, as as an archetype, as an ally of light, represents the devotion required to find our way to true freedom and to take the great leap into our destinies. So as I prepare to take my leap into my destiny in this life, I'm leaving these mala beads at the victim memorial to help all who have been affected and all who have been held captive, all who have been trafficked by these satanic beings, to help them go free. So while the first visit to Zorro Ranch was a death command, this is a reclamation. We reclaim the life that exists at these locations. We reclaim the true life force of all women, of all innocent beings. We reclaim their consciousness. We reclaim their physical vessels back in the light so that they may go free and so that they may experience a destiny in this life. On Google Maps, if you look at the location of Zorro Ranch, you can see the serpentine figure that I was talking about, which I'm about to drive through again right now. You can also see right at the location of the house, you can see what appear to be kind of 3 linear lines, like this geographical feature. And the house is on this, elevated part of the land, and from the road it just looks like a hill, but from Google Maps it looks like bunkers. From Google Maps it looks like an unnatural human-made feature that would connect to the house. We also know from the Epstein files that there's a hidden staircase behind the fireplace in the library at Zorro Ranch. I've given that tip to the New Mexico Justice Department that is focused on the investigations of Zorro Ranch. They visited a couple of weeks ago, but they probably didn't find that, probably didn't know about that. So today we set the intention for the extraction, the reclamation, the freedom of all victims, all who have survived the horrendous satanic abuse of these beings. And we hold them in our hearts until they can go free. I just passed through Galisteo Pueblo and I saw a road called Camino de las Abuelas, and it was because of my grandmother that I ended up coming to New Mexico. That was one of the reasons I was conscious of at the time. There's a lot of reasons I know now why I ended up in New Mexico for the last year. But I'm finding that a really beautiful synchronicity, and I'm saying thank you to the grandmothers. Thank you to all of the grandmothers of light who have helped us see truth and helped us find our way to a higher place, and who have been nurturing and loving, and who are supporting the freedom of children, and who want to see children have a beautiful, thriving, flourishing life. We have to remember the power of our ancestors. We have to remember the power of the abuelas. We have to remember the power of the divine feminine and our ability to call on it. And for that divine feminine power and intelligence to also be able to guide us in these journeys of healing and reclaiming true sovereignty in this world, and reclaiming a more beautiful life for all. So I want to say thank you to the grandmothers. Thank you to the abuelas of New Mexico. Thank you to my grandmothers for guiding me on this path and for helping me hold the vision of beauty and harmony that this world wants to experience fully, and helping me see in the shadows as I've been navigating some tremendous shadow work lately. to gather these forensics insights, to command on Mother Earth, to command on the Earth Matrix, to stand in our collective power in this Earth Matrix, to say no to the Satanists, to say no to their dark intentions and dark deeds and dark agendas, to say no, we reclaim this planet in the light. We don't consent. We don't agree with that. So I call on all of the abuelas to stand with the children of light. To be with all of the children who need protection, who need help getting to freedom, to be guides for those who are awakening and for those who are starting to see truth, and to those who are facing their fears through that process. May the abuelas and the grandmothers of light gather around us and hold us through this, and hold us in our ability to take right action, right loving action, but fierce action in service to a better future for all. We're back at Zorro Ranch. It's over there in the background. And we're leaving the offering of the mala beads and saying death again to their demonic activity, and we reclaim all survivors, all captives in the light. And we say, we know about your bunkers, we know about what you're hiding, and it comes out into the light now. How about death for all government pedophiles? God's children are not for sale. May the innocent go free. And may the monsters die a horrible death. May all of their karma be returned to them now. And may all energy that has been stolen from all innocent people in this world be returned to them now.